Yeah, proper buzzing off that. So it was a local derby, it was class. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another REFSIX weekly vlog. So this one is the one you've all been waiting for. It's the Christmas vlog. So this week we go through all the different types of training we do, how we fit training into our lives around refereeing, because in this sort of level of football that I'm doing, football doesn't stop. We've got games that come up on Boxing Day as well as New Year's Day as well. So it's a very busy time for us. A time for overindulging as well. So it's about how we stay prepped and be ready and not be sluggish on game day. As well as a few new things that Santa Claus got me in my kit bag as well. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get through the training week and I will see you for a speed session on Christmas Day. Good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning. It's Christmas Day. And I'm off to do a session with some other referees. It's early doors. It's Christmas Day. I don't really want to do this, but it's good for me. It's match day -1. Let's get it. So it is Christmas Day. I'm out here with Joel, who's level 3, Dan Cooper, who is a level 4, and we've done a session. How do you feel after that, boys?
Yeah, good, to be fair.
Yeah,
worked hard, so now I can, enjoy the Yorkshire puddings.
Exactly.
When's Christmas dinner?
Yeah, exactly. So we've earned our Christmas dinner today. You are at where tomorrow?
Having a Waterlooville against Eastbourne Borough.
It's a nice game, actually. Yeah, at Havant, yeah?
Yeah, at Havant.
Lovely stuff.
Up at Three Bridges against Whitehawk.
Yeah, so we've all got games on tomorrow. The weather looks like it's holding firm, I'm going to say. It's a bit soft on the ground, but we should get there. But boys, enjoy the Christmas.
Smashed it.
Enjoy the
Have a good
Christmas.
Christmas.
Well done for getting it done. Bash. Good morning, everyone. So the time is 9:15. I'm very much ready for it. I'm very excited for this. Boxing Day fixtures have a little bit of a different feel about them in terms of they're both local derbies. I know I've got to travel quite a distance for it. Everyone tends to be in a better mood. And obviously it's still festive, so everyone's, that festive feeling. So Santa Claus has been very nice to me, so I will show you some things that I've picked up this year for my kit bag. So when the kit bag comes around, I'll show you then. But for first things first, it's going to get out and stretch my legs because they're feeling, I don't know why my feet feel like very cramped. I had plenty of salt yesterday as well, so that's a bit strange. So it is time to go for a pre-match walk, and I will catch you guys when I pack my kit bag for some new gear. So it's kit bag check time. So this is what I'm going to bring to an Ishmin South Central game, and with the new surprises in there. So this is what it is. We'll start at the back. REFSIX buzzer flags, very important. I have the new Nike shorts. So the difference between the old ones and the new ones, Santa bought me these, is that the tick is blacked out. The waistband is slightly different. It matches with the new kit, obviously, here. Santa gave me a blank long sleeve older top as well, which is great because I don't use them that often. So just having the old kit is nice. And obviously a spare top there, short sleeve. Under Armours, socks, got a couple of pairs there. Box of tricks with obviously a bit of chewing gum, pressure gauge, tablets, which are apple and mango. Football boots with dirty washing kit, bag with towel in it, as you can see, and spare boots. We've got orange today, and we've also got 2 new ones, berry to try. Crime sheets, undershorts. Santa bought me a new warm-up top, as well as, I've got my old warm-up top, and a new wash bag. Thank you very much, Santa. But my pièce de resistance today is these undershorts. Now, I know I wear them every week, and I've never explained why. So what they do is they're obviously compressions, and obviously wearing sports shorts as well. Wearing boxers, I personally have quite thick thighs because they obviously save lives. So this stops chafing and so obviously stops me getting sore. So that's why I wear these. So that is everything in the kit bag, obviously. And I am going to pack all this up and then prepare for pre-match. So it is pre-match meal time, and I've been So I'm very lucky that my little brother's come home, who's a chef. So he's cooked up scrambled eggs, but scrambled eggs with a bit of a twist. It's got bacon, hot sauce, spring onions. It's just very exotic. It's very nice. Obviously, this is great for me with a bit of bread as well. Carbs, protein, really keeps me fueled up for the game. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a little recipe book for everyone. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, very much looking forward to this. And then the next time you'll see me will be on the way to the ground. Wow, so I've come off the game. I really enjoyed that. I'll go into detail about this tomorrow. Chest held up, obviously, I'm still coughing. But it was good. I thought I managed it really well. As in, I mean really well. I came off proper buzzing off that. So I'm proper pumped. Really, really enjoyed it. Players worked with me well. Skippers worked with me well. Both managers came up to me and said, I've had a really good game. So yeah, proper buzzing off that. So it was a local derby. It was class. I'm going to go into the details tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, because there's a lot to talk about in terms of man management and dealing with the captains and dealing with a local derby. So that's quite important. But for now, I'm going to go home. I'm going to eat my leftovers. I've got about an hour and a half drive. So, but I'm proper buzzing. So this is going to make the rest of the day even better for me. But as Tom Hanks says, remember, this shall pass, and I will have a stinker again soon, I'm sure. But for now, I'm going to sit on this cloud and be buzzing about it. Bash! So, back at REFSIX HQ after what has been a crazy couple of days, and debrief the Christmas game, the game you've all been waiting for, and how we deal with Christmas, big events, and holidays is sort of the main topic of this debrief. But first things first, my stats. Interestingly enough, it was quite a small pitch, but I covered 10k. This is due to the fact that it was very up and down. Like I said, a local derby, so very intense game to start with. Chertsey went 2-0 up really quickly as well, so really put some like intensity in the game as well. And as you can see from my heat map, for the first time we're looking at it, I was all over the place. Small pitch means you probably cover a lot more like wider area in your heat map as well, and you can see that here. And these sort of like big red splodges are for where I stand. Goal kicks. Looking at my sprint map as well, something that I'm really happy with is, again, these more high intense sprints, this more like dynamic movement that we've been working on. I keep repeating this because it's so important if you're wanting to move up the levels, whether that be from 7 to 6 or grassroots into sort of state divisions. They look like these observers are looking for dynamic movements. So the more sprints you can get in there, it doesn't matter what colour they are, the more sprints you get on there, the more dynamic you'll be in. So that's really something to look forward to, or look for in your stats. My highest heart rate is 187, and you can see in the heart rate where it goes up at the start, and these are where the first two sort of yellow cards were. So this is a sort of a mixture of anxiety from me and performance, as well as me having to work hard in the game as well. You'll find that my heart rate goes up at the start, where I'm trying to work hard in the game, and then generally drops down when I'm sort of in the game, if you will. So yeah, and obviously I looked at my stats as well. So I was in heart rate zone 4 for 64 minutes of the game, meaning that the next day, so the 27th, it was a lower recovery, a little bit of yoga, and a nice walk rather than anything major. So in terms of like these big events, I think a lot of people forget, you know, and look, I'm not saying I'm hard done by, and I'm not saying, I know it comes with the turf. Like a lot of footballers, we have to train on Christmas Day, and these big events, you know, a lot of my family were drinking and eating loads of food, and you've got to make sure that you're right on it from, you know, the start of Christmas Day, making sure you're still eating the right things, enjoying yourself as well, but not overindulging, because if you start sloppy on the 26th, the next day, then you're in trouble. So that involves, for me, not having any alcohol the day before a match, or a big. So even if I've got a big occasion, I'll drink lime and soda waters, and I'll eat slightly smaller portions, just so that I know that I'm in the best shape possible. And a lot of people, you know, just think, oh, referee, and you turn up, you do your job. And, you know, we all have a life outside of football, but we also really want to perform. And we're the only people that get scrutinised for not performing that well when it comes to these games. So just make sure that when you come to these games, you're in your best, both headspace possible, whether that's going to bed slightly earlier, leaving the party an hour earlier. Yeah, it's really hard to do that kind of thing, but it puts you in a better position for the next day, because otherwise you'll come off the game and then realise that it's game over. You've had a poor game. It then ruins your day for another couple of days. So saving yourself an hour can save yourself, 2 or 3 days of being miserable. And that doesn't only affect you, but it affects your family, your friends as well, because especially me, probably not the best person to be around, knowing that I've had a bad game. Luckily, in this scenario, Chertsey were 2-0 up really quickly, so it allowed me to sort of grow into the game and control the game. So therefore, I could come off absolutely buzzing. You saw how happy I was at the end of the game, and it just makes things a lot easier. So my tip for you guys, honestly, just be sensible. You can still have a few drinks, you can still have a lot of food, but just make sure that you're eating either the big meal slightly earlier so you have time to digest it, you're getting up early, and you're making sure you're doing those right pre-match preparations, because at the end of the day, you're the person in the middle, you're the person on the line. You don't want to let anyone down. You don't want to let the referees down. And it's just little sacrifices that I don't think a lot of people remember about refereeing. But it's the same process for me now, because we go again on New Year's Day for another game at East Grinstead, which should be a great game. So I hope you're looking forward to the next one. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next REFSIX vlog.